All right, so we're back for another deep dive. And today, we're going to be talking about something that I think everybody struggles with. It's these kind of like sneaky habits that sabotage our healthy eating.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, those things that you don't even really think about,
Yeah.
but they can really make or break
Exactly.
your progress.
Yeah.
And our source today is this video from a fitness expert who lost 45 pounds.
Okay.
And she was really insightful
Yeah.
about these 6 common things that she was doing that were really secretly like sabotaging all of her efforts.
It's true. I think we get so caught up sometimes in the big picture, you know, calories and macros and all that. But sometimes it's those little things that we don't even think about that can really trip us up.
Absolutely. And the first one that she talks about is
Okay.
this one really resonated with me. It's all about that creamer overload in our coffee.
Oh, yeah.
So she was saying, like, she was like an international delight girl. She loves her coffee milky brown.
Oh, my gosh.
But the thing is, she was pouring in like 20 to 25 grams of sugar every single morning just from that creamer.
That's a lot.
It's almost a whole day's worth of sugar before you even...
Exactly. And that kind of sugar intake first thing in the morning, it just sets you up for this roller coaster of blood sugar spikes and crashes
totally.
throughout the day, you know, and that can lead to...
You're just on this up and down.
Cravings, and it just makes it so much harder to make healthy choices.
And she even tried to go like the sugar-free creamer route.
Okay.
But ended up with terrible headaches.
Yeah, that's actually really common.
Really?
Yeah, a lot of people experience that with artificial sweeteners.
Huh.
You know, and it might seem like a quick fix, but they can have some downsides.
Right. Like you said, headaches for some people.
Right.
And there's also some emerging research that suggests that they could potentially disrupt the balance of our gut microbiome.
Interesting.
Which, you know, plays a huge role in our overall health.
Right.
Including metabolism and weight management.
So what is the solution then? Like we all want that little something in our coffee.
Exactly. Well, there are some great natural zero-calorie options out there.
Okay.
Like stevia or monk fruit. And these sweeteners don't have those same potential side effects.
Okay.
So they can be a good alternative.
I see. So you can still have that sweetness without...
Exactly, without the downsides.
The baggage.
Yes.
Yeah, it really makes you think about your morning coffee routine, doesn't it?
Absolutely.
Like, what are we really putting in our bodies?
It's all about being mindful and making informed choices.
Even those small adjustments, like, you know, cutting back on the creamer or switching to a healthier alternative can make a big difference in the long run.
I love that. All right, so let's move on to the next one, which is the protein and fiber bar trap.
Okay, yeah.
So she's talking about how she thought she was being super healthy by eating these fiber bars all day long and even using them as meal replacements sometimes.
Yeah, that's a really common misconception.
Is it?
Yeah. Just because something is marketed as healthy doesn't necessarily mean it's the best choice for every meal.
That's so true.
Yeah.
And you know what? She actually had this like really embarrassing experience at work in a meeting with her boss.
Oh, God.
Because of all the fiber.
Oh, no. I can imagine what I've been there.
Digestive distress.
Oh, yeah. Too much fiber all at once.
Yeah.
Can definitely be tough on your system.
So interesting.
There are different types of fiber, you know?
That's
some are more easily digested than others.
Okay.
Soluble fiber, for example, which is found in foods like oats and beans.
Okay.
That dissolves in water and can actually help regulate digestion.
Okay.
Whereas insoluble fiber, which is found in foods like wheat bran and vegetables, that adds bulk to stool and can, you know,
speed things up a little too.
Speed things up a little too much if you have a lot at once.
Yeah, that makes sense. So it's not just about like eating more fiber.
Yeah,
it's about
the type of fiber and how much you're having at once.
And when.
Exactly.
Okay, so.
And also going back to those protein and fiber bars.
Yeah.
They often have added sugars, processed ingredients, sugar alcohols, which...
So they're not really that.
They're not really the healthy meal replacement they're often portrayed to be.
Oh, right.
Yeah. Choosing whole foods is always the best approach whenever possible. You know, think fruits, vegetables, lean proteins, healthy fats. But if you are in a pinch, there are some protein and fiber bars out there that are truly nutritious and satisfying.
Okay.
You just have to read those labels carefully
and
look for options that have minimal added sugar.
Okay.
A good source of protein and fiber from whole food sources.
Yeah, I think it's so easy to get misled by the marketing.
It is.
You know, like it says protein bar, so you think it's healthy.
Absolutely, yeah.
But it's not always the case.
The health halo is real.
It is. Okay, well, this brings us to another one that kind of has that, like, misleading marketing feel.
Okay.
And it's the healthy dessert delusion.
Yes.
So this is all about thinking that certain desserts are guilt-free,
Right.
but they're actually not.
Yeah, they can be loaded with hidden sugars.
Totally.
Or calories.
And she was saying how she was a big fan of frozen yogurt.
Oh, yeah.
You know, thinking it was like a healthy way to satisfy her sweet tooth.
Of course, yeah.
But she was piling on all the toppings and ending up eating way more calories than she realized.
It's so easy to do.
It is. It is.
Yeah, and frozen yogurt's a great example of that health halo effect.
Mm-hmm.
You see the words low fat or fat free,
Yeah.
and our brains just automatically assume it's healthy.
Totally.
But what we often miss
Yeah.
is that these products can be packed with sugar
Right.
to compensate for that lack of fat,
Oh, wow.
which isn't necessarily better for us in the long run.
Yeah, you think you're getting away with something, but you're not.
Not really.
And she said she was eating like 500 extra calories
Oh.
in a single serving of frozen yogurt. That's crazy.
That's more than some fast food meals.
I know. It's amazing.
It really highlights how important it is to read those nutrition labels carefully
Yeah.
and not just rely on marketing claims.
Mm-hmm.
You know, even if something seems healthy,
Right.
it's crucial to really understand those ingredients and portion sizes.
So what can you do then? Like, are there better alternatives if you're craving something sweet?
Of course, there are plenty of delicious and satisfying options
Okay.
that won't derail your progress.
Okay.
The expert in the video suggested trying Greek yogurt
Mm-hmm.
with a scoop of protein powder or a touch of natural sweetener like maple syrup.
Okay, so you can still get
Yeah.
that sweetness, but it's...
You get the sweetness, you get the protein,
Yeah,
and it's a much healthier option overall.
that's great. All right, so let's keep going.
All right.
Next up, and I bet a lot of people have tried this one at some point, it's the cereal conundrum.
Oh, yeah, the cereal.
So remember the Special K diet? You know, where you replace meals with cereal?
Oh, the classic example of a fad diet
It is.
that promises these quick results,
Yeah,
but it's ultimately unsustainable.
right.
And it often leads to what we call yo-yo dieting,
Yeah.
which can actually have some negative metabolic effects in the long run.
And she had tried this and ended up in that yo-yo dieting cycle,
Of course.
just like so many others.
It just goes to show that those quick fixes,
Yeah.
they rarely work in the long term.
They don't.
Yeah. So let's kind of break down the science behind why these types of diets backfire.
Okay.
When you drastically restrict calories, your body goes into this sort of starvation mode
Okay.
where it slows down your metabolism to conserve energy.
So you're actually making it harder to lose weight.
Exactly.
Instead long run.
Yeah, and then when you inevitably go back to your normal eating habits,
Right.
your body's still in that conservation mode.
Yeah.
So it stores more of those calories as fat,
Oh, wow.
which leads to weight regain and often even exceeding your starting weight.
So it's like a double whammy.
It's a vicious cycle.
That's amazing how our bodies work. Like you think you're doing something good, but you're actually making it harder for yourself.
Exactly. It really highlights how important it is to approach weight loss
Yeah.
in a sustainable and healthy way.
Right. Not these crash diets that just mess with our metabolism.
Yes, absolutely.
All right. So next up, we have this one that I thought was really interesting.
Okay.
It's the veggie chips deception.
Oh, the veggie chips.
They sound so healthy.
That's the marketing genius behind them.
Right.
They play on our desire for healthy snacks.
Totally.
But the reality is,
Yeah.
they're often just as unhealthy as potato chips.
What?
Nothing.
Really?
Yeah.
I was totally fooled by that one. I buy those all the time.
Yeah, a lot of people do.
She was saying she was going through like a whole tub of veggie chips,
Oh my gosh.
thinking she was basically eating a salad.
Right.
Oh my gosh.
Unfortunately, the processing involved in making veggie chips
Yeah.
strips away a lot of the nutrients,
Oh, wow.
leaving you with mostly starch and added oils.
Mm.
And because they're so palatable,
Yeah.
it's easy to overeat without even realizing it.
They are addicting.
They are, yeah.
So are there any good alternatives?
Sure.
If you want like a crunchy snack.
Yeah, big chips are a good option. Or you could try portioning out
Okay.
a small amount of your favorite chips
Mm-hmm.
instead of eating straight from the bag.
Yeah.
Sometimes just being mindful of how much you're consuming
Yeah.
can make a big difference.
And sometimes it's about like breaking that craving cycle altogether.
Absolutely.
Like figuring out
Yeah.
why do you want those chips so bad?
Exactly. If you find yourself craving those chips or other unhealthy snacks all the time,
Yeah.
it might be helpful to explore why that is.
Right.
Are you bored,
Yeah.
stressed,
Yeah.
tired?
Yeah.
Identifying the root cause of those cravings
That's a really good point.
can help you find healthier ways to manage them.
Yeah. It's not always about the food itself.
Exactly. It's about understanding our habits
Yeah.
and our triggers.
So true. And that actually brings us to our last one,
Oh.
which kind of goes along with that.
Right.
It's late night snacking.
Ah, the late night snacking.
I am so guilty of this.
Yeah, it's so easy to do, especially when you're just kind of like mindlessly snacking in front of the TV
Yes.
after dinner.
That's my weakness.
So the expert in the video found that setting a cutoff time for eating was really helpful for her.
Right.
It helped her curb those late night cravings and prevent those extra calories before bed. She chose 9 p.m. as her stopping point.
Okay.
But she emphasizes that it's not about a magical time.
Right.
It's really about finding what works for you and your schedule.
Right. It's about like
Yeah.
having those boundaries.
Yeah, establishing healthy boundaries.
Have knowing yourself.
And recognizing your patterns.
Yes, exactly.
And the benefits of avoiding those late night snacks are numerous, you know.
Yeah, what are they?
It gives your body a chance to rest and repair.
Okay.
Improves sleep quality. Helps regulate hormones that are involved in appetite and metabolism.
Let's talk about the hormones for a second, because I think that's a key piece of this.
Absolutely, yeah.
You know, like what happens when we eat late at night?
So when we eat late at night, it can disrupt the balance of hormones like cortisol, leptin, and ghrelin.
Okay.
And these hormones play a crucial role in regulating our sleep-wake cycles, appetite, and metabolism.
So it can actually make it harder to lose weight
Exactly.
if you're snacking late at night.
Yeah, because when we eat close to bedtime, it can interfere with the production of melatonin, which is the hormone that helps us sleep.
Right.
And when we're sleep deprived, our levels of ghrelin, which is the hormone that stimulates appetite, increase, while leptin, the hormone that signals fullness, decreases.
Wow.
And so this hormonal imbalance can lead to increased cravings and overeating the next day.
It's all connected.
It is, yeah. It's amazing how interconnected everything is.
It really is.
It really makes you think twice about those late night snacks.
It does, it does.
And the good news is there are things you can do to help regulate those hormones and prevent those late night cravings.
What are they?
Getting enough sleep, managing stress levels, and eating a balanced diet throughout the day can all help.
Yeah, those are all good things to strive for.
Yeah, it's not just about the food itself.
Right.
It's about our overall lifestyle.
So true, so true.
Yeah. And, you know, if those cravings do hit late at night, having some go-to strategies can be helpful.
Like what? What do you do?
The expert in the video suggested, you know, finding some healthy distractions, like reading a book, taking a walk, or having a pre-prepared healthy snack option.
Okay, that's smart.
Already ready to go.
So you're not tempted to reach for the chips.
Yeah, you're not reaching for those unhealthy options.
It's so much easier to make healthy choices when you're prepared.
It is, yeah.
Like if it's already there, you know you're not gonna.
You're more likely to make that healthy choice.
Yeah, you're not gonna go through the effort of like making something else.
Yeah, it's all about setting yourself up for success.
It's fascinating how all of these things, like these little habits, can really have such a
ripple effect on our overall health.
And it makes you realize that healthy living isn't about like being perfect or following these crazy restrictive rules.
No, it's not about deprivation. It's really just about...
It's about making those small changes and building sustainable habits
that support your overall...
well-being.
It's a journey, not a destination.
It is. It is.
Yeah.
Well, this has been super insightful. We've uncovered all these sneaky diet saboteurs.
Yeah, a lot of them we don't even realize we're doing.
I know, and they're like secretly holding us back from reaching our goals.
So from the creamer overload to the protein and fiber bar trap, the healthy dessert delusion, the cereal conundrum, the veggie chips deception, and those late night snacks.
It's like a minefield out there.
It is. It's a minefield.
Of diet saboteurs.
But the key takeaway here is awareness, right?
Yes.
Once we know what those saboteurs are, we can start to implement strategies to overcome them.
Exactly. And it's not about feeling bad about like our past choices. It's about taking that knowledge And moving forward with it.
Exactly. Empowering ourselves to make those better choices.
What resonated with you the most from this deep dive?
I think for me, it's just the reminder that healthy living is holistic.
Yeah.
It's not just about the food we eat, but also our sleep, stress levels, hormones.
If everything's connected.
Everything's interconnected, yeah.
It's not just about focusing on one area.
Right.
It's about creating that
balance.
Yeah, that balance in all aspects.
Yeah, and it's a continuous process of learning and adjusting. There's no one-size-fits-all approach. So what works for one person might not work for another.
So true.
It's about finding what feels good for you, your body, and your lifestyle.
Yeah, like tuning into your own needs.
Exactly.
And making choices that
support your unique journey.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah, and it's about being kind to ourselves along the way.
Yes.
We're all human.
Yeah.
We're going to make mistakes.
Yeah, we are.
The key is to learn from them, adjust our course, and keep moving forward.
So true. So as we're wrapping up here, what is one small change that you can make today based on what we've talked about to support your health and well-being?
It could be anything from trying a new natural sweetener in your coffee to swapping out those veggie chips for a handful of almonds.
Yeah.
Or setting that cutoff time for eating to avoid those late night cravings. Every small step counts.
It does. It does. And it's not about perfection. It's about progress.
It's about progress, exactly.
So be kind to yourself. Celebrate those wins.
Absolutely.
And just keep moving forward on your journey to a healthier and happier you. It's about taking ownership of our health.
Absolutely.
And well-being.
Yeah. And remember, knowledge is power.
Yes.
The more we understand about our bodies and our habits and the choices that we're making, the better equipped we are to create that lasting change.
Yeah. So true.
Yeah.
Well, this deep dive has definitely given me a lot to think about.
Yeah, me too.
And I'm sure it has for you listening in as well.
Absolutely. It's been a pleasure chatting with you.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah, thank you.
On this deep dive into those sneaky diet saboteurs. It's amazing how much we can learn from just one video, right?
It is. It's a testament to the power of, continuous learning.
Absolutely.
Always something new to discover.
That's right.
About ourselves and the world around us.
Well, until next time. Happy healthy eating.
Healthy eating.
Yeah.